Hello everyone, this time it's time for chess at Chess. And now let's see what happens. Let's play the Ruy Lopez or the Spanish game. Wonder how this goes. This is my first ever chess game at Chess. I've played only chess 960 or 3-check here before, so now I just need to remember my lines of theory. C3 I guess, with the idea of d4. Now d6 is quite normal. Oh, let's go for the Marshall then. Let's take it. Take this guy. He takes, I take with the rook. And I guess c6 perhaps? I can't remember exactly, but I guess c6 seems logical. And then d4, bishop d6, rook e1. Seems like the way to go. Yeah, d4. It's been a while since I played Marshall the last time, so I can't remember exactly what I wanted to do. Queen h4 is a move now. That's a bit odd, I think. I don't remember seeing that move before. Now I have to decide what to do about it. Should I just play bishop e3? Maybe. Because I wanted to develop the bishop before I move my knight. Now I don't really care if my opponent takes that, because I take back with the pawn regardless, so it shouldn't be that bad for me. I guess queen d6, but g3 there. That's an odd move too, in my opinion at least. I mean, if move the queen, then why not to h6, where it would threaten to take both here and here. So this is weird. But I guess opponent, well, I could do this, take here, and my opponent has to take here. Well, actually, perhaps not. And now I could do this, attack the queen, and then take the bishop with either my rook or with the pawn. I think I'm going to take with the rook, and I should be up a piece, right? Okay, that move, sure, seems good for my opponent. I mean, in the sense that at least Joachimmueller did get a pawn for the piece. Okay. Where to put the bishop? I think the square to put it is here. So it's defended by the queen. I'm going to play knight to f3 next, I think, with the idea of maybe playing my knight to e5 and knight to f3, sure. Defense h2 prevents my opponent from checking from h4 with the queen, and what my opponent wants to do, maybe bishop to g4 is an idea. So keeping that in mind, what should I do? Maybe I well, I don't care about that. Well, I'm gonna play my rook here just because. I may not be that worried about this move. Maybe I should be, because it does threaten things, but I don't really care just yet. I'm gonna play h3. If bishop takes, queen takes. I cover the g3 square with the queen, so I should be doing okay. And king g1, perhaps. Sure, why not? Rook here next, perhaps. Or even take on c6 with the queen. Maybe my opponent wants to play that move and then here, but actually can't, as long as the bishop covers the g6 square, so I'm gonna play my rook here. And I'm going to allow, of course, rook going there. Now I'm just gonna pin and try to exchange those rooks. And basically trade everything and win the endgame with ease. Really? Well, I'm gonna take first. Let's see what happens. Rook takes, okay. I could take the queen, I mean, no real reason not to, I suppose. Except perhaps that it... if I go here... I can take... I'm gonna play it here first. Play my bishop here. Try them both here, and if rook goes here, I will play bishop to f3. I'm gonna play it anyway. Threaten the h5 pawn. I think I'm gonna do this. Put more pressure there. That pawn, okay. Let's see what my opponent wants to do. Maybe rook c5 next, or perhaps king f1, depending what my opponent does. Okay, I'm gonna go here now. If rook e6, king f1 is certainly something I want to do. And I'm gonna take with the bishop. Rook takes, not so good. And now king f1, or I would have played king f1 if I had chance. Okay. Let's see. Blundered once, it seems. One in accuracy, it was a good game, for sure. Okay, and let's see. The computer analysis. So here, I think this is still theory, but real base marshal attack mainline. Bishop d6, rook e1. Queen f6 was weird. I think my opponent should go to h4 here. I think that's the theoretical move. I'm not sure what this is, though. Maybe it's some line, but I'm not that familiar with the martial attack. And I have indeed played it quite badly before. So bishop to f4 was a bad move. I mean, I'm not sure why I'd play the bishop there, especially after the continuation queen g6. Why not play queen h6? It didn't make much sense. Knight takes, rook takes, c5. Let's see. Seems like a good idea, but this I don't actually like that much. But maybe there wasn't an alternate. Wait a minute. What? Yeah, of course. h4. Yeah, okay. But even this line, I guess, white should be doing quite well. The bishop f4. And then I play knight to d2, which, according to this, probably wasn't the best idea. So what was better than queen g6? I mean, it doesn't really do anything on g6, not yet anyway. Maybe the idea was bishop to h3, but even there, you know. It doesn't. Yeah, okay. White gets doubled pawns and well. Yeah, this seems okay, I guess. Queen g6, and I should be basically 2 pawns ahead. Then bishop takes d5. Well, an obvious move actually. Eliminating the defense of this bishop, and now... Well, bishop takes e3, I guess forced. But all of this lost a pawn. f5, eh? Of course, my opponent should have threatened my piece instead, I guess. Play f5, I would have needed to either to move the bishop or take here. I would probably... just take here, because after pawn takes I can take with the rook or with the knight. Perhaps with the knight. Well... yeah, knight takes seems good enough, I guess. Yeah, and that's line suggested by the computer. After this, it seems it's all lines lead to a win. Maybe I should look this up quickly from this database. And see where the new move or novelty came along. C6, d4, bishop d6, well, bishop d3, a move I played, had never been played before. I'm not that worried about losing the bishop pair because the dark squared bishop isn't all that good anyway, and I want to get it out of the way so that I can develop the knight. But okay, queen to h4, obviously most played move, and actually goes to theory. g3 and then queen h3, bishop b3, I guess, here. I don't remember, I guess this was a 18 move variation, which queen to f1, queen h5, and this should be theory still, I guess, or quite close to it, I think. I don't remember the exacts anymore. However, this did not change, so I'm not sure. No, it did actually, somewhere. Bishop to after queen h3. Somehow I remember there's a 18 move variation, but I guess it doesn't go exactly like this.